Hey guys, I'm Voylin, and in today's video I want to go over all the Japanese language learning books that I have at this moment. I want to make this video especially because 2 months ago or something, I went back to Belgium after 3 years and a lot of my language learning books are still there because they're kind of heavy. I will do this in the kind of order that I received them in or bought them in. And first up we have the Genki Books. So I have the first version and the first one, the workbook, Genki 2, and I also have the workbook. The second one I actually got later because this was necessary for Japanese classes I was following in Belgium. We did not even get halfway and Genki 1. I got these books before I started the language lessons in Belgium, and those language lessons were kind of a very low level, a lot lower than my level was at the time. I actually finished these books before I started the lessons. So yeah. I got a lot of notes in these books. Like, I forgot that I used to do this, especially in Genki 2, because Genki 1 I finished quickly and I did not find it that challenging. I can't get any value of these anymore. I will go through them one more time, mainly for nostalgic reasons, because like these books are where it all started for me. They're really recommended if you start learning Japanese because they're all in English. It starts from basically scratch. They're good books, a little bit slow at times, but same goes for the Minna no Nihongo book. So I got this one, I got the workbook, I got the second one, not the workbook for the second one, and I got these answer sheets. I actually received these books from somebody when I was traveling Japan the second time. These were kind of heavy to carry along with me, but I'm very glad that I had these. I received them early on, but I did not really go through these books because they're all fully in Japanese. So it was kind of daunting, especially because I was self-studying with these books. I think the person who had these books was going through these books in Japan in the classroom there. These Minna no Nihongo books are mainly books used here in Japan when learning Japanese. Of what my understanding is, I have not really gone to like actual Japanese language schools here in Japan except for volunteer lessons. When I finally went through these, I actually realized I should have done it a lot sooner because they're very similar to the Genki books, but everything is in Japanese and it really forces yourself more to learn the language. So if you're new to learning Japanese or you already have some of the basics down, going through these books which are fully in Japanese, it's kind of a recommendation. I also went through all these books already, so I will probably get rid of these books soon. I received these books for free, so I don't feel 100% comfortable selling these, so I will probably give them to the next person that I meet who's actively studying Japanese. So these are the main books which are recommended by language schools, by Japanese language schools. Then we have these 2 books here. I honestly I received these books. They're for the 3rd grade and for the 4th grade. It's for Japanese language test. I have not gone through these. I don't know why I have not gone through these, but I find them to be, not very beginner friendly, so I never even opened these until like a couple of years ago. And even at that time I could not really see the actual value from them, so I still have to go through these books. I will go through these, both of these, before I also try to sell them. They're for 3rd and 4th grade, so my kids can probably use it, so yeah. Then we go to the Hyakuen store, and these books are books that I bought on all my trips to Japan. In total I went 9 or 10 times to Japan before I moved here. So these are all books that I got from Hyakuen shop. And then mainly to like practice, I have kanji, I have kotoba to bunsho, kotoba to bunsho, kotoba to bunsho. So this is first grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade. This is 3rd grade of kanji. I also have 1st grade of kanji, but I could not find the 2nd grade of kanji. Again, with the tabs that I was keeping in books. And because I could not find the 2nd book of these, I got this series instead for the 2nd year, because they're all for Shogako, so they should fit. I actually never made it 100% to this book. I think, I did a couple of pages, but oh wait, no, I actually finished this one. I had no idea that I actually managed to finish this book. Okay, I'm kind of surprised by that. I finished this one. I think this kanji 1 I also completely finished. Yeah, no, Kanji 3 I have not even started yet, so... Okay, for Kotoba to Bunsho, I only got halfway the first book. But these are actually, like, they're great value for only 100 yen. Like, yes, they're all completely in Japanese, but if you're studying Japanese, that should not really put you off in any way. And I really enjoyed choosing these books, well, especially the kanji books. I really like kanji for some reason. I never really got into the vocab and grammar books that much. I probably should have used these more. Great value, and each book is only 100 yen. And with the current exchange rate, that's like 50 cents. So great value. If you come to Japan the next coming months, try to look for these books. These are from Daiso, but you also have them from Syria and other places. They're quite common. And because I really like, well, first of all, 100 yen shops, $1 stores, and writing kanji, I got this book. I did a decent amount, but I only got halfway this book as well, because by the time I got halfway, it was time for me to move to Japan, and I did not take this book with me, so yeah. Then we have these books which I actually bought when I started living in Japan. Kumon no Shogakko Dril, mainly for the kanji again. Like I said, I really like kanji. They have stickers. I'm not going to use these stickers, but yeah, I went through almost the entire book. I only have like the last test left. And then we got the second one. My wife actually bought the second one for me because I really enjoyed the first one. First finish this one, then go through this one. But I really enjoy these books, and they're not even that expensive. They're like 680 yen plus tax. Actually very great books, and if you really want to learn Japanese seriously and focus more on kanji, I would really recommend these books from Kumon. It's kind of popular here in Japan. And there are also classrooms where you can send your kid to for like after school studying. So for all their learning materials, I really enjoy. So then we have this one. This was a present. It's also for kanji because again I really like kanji. Also kanji drill. But all words have to do with poo. I kind of like the concept of this book, but I never got myself to start to like actually start writing in it. I remember kind of starting, but writing everything down on paper instead, because I did not want to like actually use this book to keep this book clean. In my Genki Books and in my Minna no Nihongo books, I've never written anything in those workbooks. I always use a separate notebook to write my things, so I can donate them or sell them to the next person. And yeah, that's basically all for my kind of like basic level, like my lower level Japanese books. Then we go to the TLPT and 2 practice materials. So first up, known favorite on the channel, my Nihongo so matome books. I have the and 5 grammar book. I really like this book, but like you saw, a black piece of paper falls out. The pages are very thin, so you can see the answer on the next page. So I use this to put behind the page that I'm working on, so I cannot easily see the answer on the next page. That's like one major flaw with these books. And again, I don't write in the book, so I have these kind of like check sheets that I have made. Well, they unfold because they're meant to be taken in 4 weeks. So I actually have this entire sheet that I made, printed out. Helps me to keep track when I'm going through this book. I'm using this book to go through my grammar. I said it in a couple of videos before already, I really enjoy Nihongo so matome series. I really like the whole daily concept thing. Every day, 2 pages for 8 weeks and you're finished. It gives you something to like work on every single day. If you combine this together with like Anki or something, it could really help to create some kind of routine, study routine, because you know like it's only 2 pages, won't take long. I just finished them, let's add like everything that I learned, let's put it quickly into Anki and review my Anki. And that's basically your hour of studying each day. Or 30 minutes, it depends on how long you take. And then I have the Nihongo, the Shin Kanzen Master Series. Honestly, I've only started going through these recently. These were recommended together with the Nihongo so matome series. These are like the main books that are getting recommended for people taking the GLPT test. I greatly prefer this one, but they are actually very similar. This one does not have like the whole daily system, but because of the way that it's laid out, it's very easy to make your own daily system. So I have the Buncho, and I have the vocab one. And I'm not 100% certain, like after having used them for a little bit, I'm not really certain if I can actually recommend them. They're fine, they help, and I'm learning from them, so that's the most important part, but I don't find them as enjoyable of using as the Nihongo Matome series. And those are all the books that I have left at the moment. It's quite a lot, but it's actually not quite a lot, because this entire pile, I will go through all these books one more time and then get rid of them, sell them, donate them, whatever. And these are the books I will be using for the next couple of months whilst I'm preparing for the JLPT in 2. And after that, these books are also obsolete because I'm actually planning on stopping with studying Japanese the moment that I finish the JLPT in 2, because then my Japanese is probably going to be at a good enough level. I've been studying Japanese now for almost 8 years in total. Starting from February, it will be 8 years in total. The books that I can really recommend if you're studying for the JLPT are the Nihongo Matome series. If you want more serious books with, more serious books, I will probably recommend these. But in general, just go for the Nihongo Matome series, you'll enjoy it more. And if you struggle with keeping an accurate routine, having the daily system is kind of helpful. Next up, for kanji practice, I would recommend the Kumon series, and if you're on a budget, I would suggest the Hyakuen shop ones. They're only $1, these are a little bit more expensive, but the quality is a lot better. If you want to study kanji in a more fun way, maybe go for the Unko kanji drill. If you're starting to study Japanese and you want to really study properly and directly surround yourself with a lot of Japanese, go for the Minna no Nihongo series. I went through these in the beginning a little bit, but quickly gave up because of all the Japanese, but I should have continued because my level would have been so much better at this moment if I were to have just surrounded myself with a lot more Japanese from the beginning. And if you're new to studying Japanese but you don't really know yet if you want to continue studying Japanese, just go for the Genki one, and if you enjoy this book, go for the Genki 2 as well. If you buy these books, I will not really recommend buying the Minna no Nihongo books because they basically have the same, it's nearly identical. So, except for they're fully in Japanese. But other than that, the contents and such, what you will be able to learn from them, it's very similar. But yeah, these are all my books. I'm kind of looking forward to getting rid of these because they're taking up a lot of space. Because I live in Japan right now and Japanese apartments are not that big. So they're kind of starting to cause trouble. I'll slowly go work my way through all these books in the same way that I showed them in this video. And I'll slowly start selling them or giving them away. So I hope you found this interesting to see the books that somebody who has been studying Japanese for almost 8 years has. They're maybe not what you expect. You probably expect more JLPT and 2 books, but I've also said it before on this channel, I'm not that big of a fan of the JLPT test, but Japanese companies require the JLPT test, so shanai. If you have any recommendations for other people who are starting to study Japanese or have been on their journey for some time and you have a book that you really want to recommend, please put it down in the comments below, and I'll see you all in my next video. Mata ne! Bye bye. Enjoy studying Japanese with a lot of books. It's expensive.